Ladies and gentlemen, it is a new day. Sir Heroscape here. We have some tragic news about part 2 and 3. We recorded both of them and we're going to wait to release them. However, my iPhone...
Mr. Hscape's recording device decided to play a little April Fool's Day prank on us.
Essentially. And what had happened is
That was the date
I
of
was
the
recording with my iPhone 5S, and that's what the price I pay, I guess, for recording with such an old device.
It's not the first time something like this has happened, but you are going to make a change soon, aren't you?
We are. I'm going to be editing and uploading things on a laptop computer soon, which should be a lot better, higher quality, and allow me to edit with further detail. Anyhow, what we're going to do is play back the remaining footage that we do have.
We're going to run a reenactment.
And then we're going to do a reenactment of what happened. We'll see you guys at the cut. Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of Burnout Battle.
Last time on Burnout Battle.
This was... definitely got to give a big shout out to Sir Heroscape for the kind of battle concept we're using, the burnout thing. Took our own little stance to it, but it's neat. Anyway, we have this one remaining gorilla trooper versus what you got. One stinger, a few nargrubs.
It's kind of an even fight.
Isamu, and then I have my Isamu back here.
Not quite, but that thing is tough.
It is. And let's get on with this thing, and then we'll bring in our second army. Y'all get to see what that is. For initiative here. That's a 9.
I got an 18.
Alright. What's your first order marker?
It's right here.
And the nargrubs?
That's right.
Okay.
It's been a very up and down battle. I mean, I got all the breaks early on, but then...
Tough.
Yeah, tough was very helpful to you. And then, of course, this one guy, not only will he not
He's
die,
gonna pin me down on the molten rock.
That's the idea, yes. That's my best chance of killing it.
2 with a height disadvantage are attacking up first with their 2, so let's see if I even have to roll. Go ahead.
Don't roll that.
Don't roll.
Do roll that.
Alright.
Yes!
Oh my. Oh! Take him out of here, man. Jeez.
Gladly.
Well, guess what? Guess what?
Yeah, he,
Guess what? Yeah, go
he
ahead.
actually told me that they're all on there, so my 2 and my 3 are actually both on here, so I'll just take 2 turns with them now.
Okay, go ahead with those
And
nargrubs.
try to end this round.
Those nasty nargrubs.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't quite reach. That's a shame.
Doesn't really
Let's
matter.
see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and one more.
And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, you want to go again since
Do you
my
wanna
second.
just ceremoniously reveal it? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. All right. Let's go here,
All right.
and then we just do this and this. We got a real chance here.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get this kill.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Right, you don't get to roll unless it's a skull there. That's 1.
Vanish 9. 15 will do it. And he's gonna vanish. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna stay right here. There you go. You can't attack. Hamu versus a hungry horde of nargrubs.
All right,
Rolling
let's
for
roll.
initiative. Start of a new round. That's a 6.
20. I didn't
20.
even try to hide it.
Yeah, no point.
Let's see. How do I?
Probably
want
just gave you
to,
height advantage. I don't really care.
2, 3,
Okay.
4 here, and then I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll just move Jason.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah. It's a nice crispy 1 defense I got there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Rolling
said
with
that.
height.
I said that off camera, and he wanted me to repeat it.
Go ahead. He's attacking with the 2 with height first. Let's see if I get to vanish.
Well, you're gonna need to. Dun,
It does
dun,
not.
dun.
Oh no!
That's finally
First
over.
off, the
Welcome
old
to
map.
the cut.
The cut. The old map is no longer.
We tore it down. I didn't like it.
So we're gonna try and reenact this.
And
on
you
the...
might understand why I didn't like it after we show you what happened.
Yeah, so we're gonna reenact this out, and then we're gonna talk about some customs at the end. So if you don't care for the reenactment, just skip to the end, and we're gonna go over a few custom figures and
The viewers
our
want to
takes.
know what happened.
Well, we'll
Why
see.
don't you introduce your army?
So my second army was 3 fire elementals, ninjas of the northern wind, and Avernus. And essentially what happened was Avernus ended up
This dude is straight fire.
killing off all of these Nargrubs. So
Because of course he did. He basically just burnt them /
although
just murdered them.
yeah, you didn't do any wounds to him, or maybe you did one wound. I can't remember.
With the Nargrubs, I don't think so.
And so
And
Avernus is sitting here, and Isamu is by the castle wall, not the ruin, the castle wall.
I think I might have had a stinger at this point too, but it didn't do anything.
And essentially what happened was I ended up taking the high ground on the molten rocks, I believe. And then Isamu kind of came out to meet Avernus here. And I think a few of my fire elementals sort of moved out. I think I had to like kind of disperse around.
I think the round ended with Avernus like somewhere in here.
So he did 2 wounds to Avernus.
Isamu is a beast.
Yep.
This dude just like cut him up twice.
So he cut him up. So then his first army is now done.
I'm telling you,
Avernus,
10 points for 2 wounds on that. It's a good deal.
Avernus is now looking down into the start zone, and then his second army comes back. So we'll cut, and then we'll show. My friend's second army was Braxis and Sudema.
The queens. I brought out the queens. Now, I'm pretty sure I won this initiative roll.
Mm-hmm. And I think you moved up with Sudema and tried to stare.
Yeah, I positioned her such that if you wanted to like take high ground, you'd have to leave an engagement. And that was the plan. The stare of stone failed.
Stare didn't go through.
It still scared him, though.
It scared the hell out of me, because this is my whole army. If you look, I had the 3 fire elementals and then the ninjas back here. Anyway, I ended up taking height, I think. And I left an engagement with Braxis, and then I
received a wound from that.
Basically crushed Sudema.
Which was basically... basically, okay, so now Avernus has, I think, 4 life left. Braxis is still at full. Maybe she's already taken a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, I don't know.
I think from Wave of Flame maybe took a hit. And then you fly up here, essentially, to
basically,
meet me.
We're just having a brawl, right? It's like my 8 life, 5 attack, 3 defense against your, 4 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And basically... this kind of just sums up the whole round for me.
He kept rolling that, like, several times.
I may as well have been using the shield dice to attack. Because Braxis lost this fight.
Yeah, it was kind of pitiful.
It was pretty shameful.
And then Avernus is basically still just staying there, and I think one of my fire elementals maybe like moved up here.
I think I did get 1 more wound on you, so you were down to like 3 life.
So now he's on his 3rd army and final army against my second army, which is basically still intact.
Check this out.
And then this is a sweet army build. I actually like it.
Yeah, we got. I don't remember how it was set up, but we got Taylord, we got 2 squads of Death Knights, we got 2 Domotough guards.
That was it.
Yeah,
okay.
That's 350. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so Avernus is, and I think Avernus is like
Taylord's a lot of points
down here or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I had it a little bit more spread out.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this, perhaps.
And essentially, I ended up winning initiative. I'm quite sure. And then I ran up in here and just like killed off at least like maybe 2 or 1 of the.
You definitely got at least 1
with Wave of Flame.
Flames.
And then
the Death Knights were able to take Avernus down eventually.
But not before another one was killed, and there was a wound to Taylord, and I think maybe one of these guys had died.
I think
too.
the Domotough guards both survived.
Really?
It doesn't really matter, they're Domotough guards, but basically, yeah, Avernus did some damage. We managed to kill him off.
So then everything kind of moves up and my stuff.
The cool thing about the Death Knights is they can bond with relentless heroes, which is what Taylord and the Domotoughs are.
So everything kind of moved up here.
Yeah. And the cool thing about the Death Knights is they have like 5 defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to survive some attacks from these ninjas of the Northern Wind.
And essentially, ninjas and the fire elementals kind of whittled down what you had left, and then all my figures got killed.
I don't remember exactly what
you
was
had. One
left.
Death Knight, one Death Knight, and a Domotoff guard.
And so Taylord was dead at this point.
Taylord died too.
Is the Death Knight over here?
The Death Knight was over there.
And then the Domatop's like in the back
something
somewhere.
over there. So
Yeah.
then I'm going to bring out my third army came out. There were like several chain fighters in here too, but
And
this
maybe
is,
something else, but it
anyway.
didn't really matter at this point.
So they had the Iron Golem, 2 Crypt Guardians, and a few chain fighters, but essentially these 2 Crypt Guardians, one with a yellow base, which is cool, took out the Death Knight. They don't even receive any wounds.
And then get this. This is absolutely spectacular. The Domatop guard just comes in and kills them all.
No.
That's not true. I wish.
My third army took out his final army
They're-
without any further
These things
incidents.
are 25 points for a reason.
So that was the battle. I did end up winning. If you guys stuck around this long for the reenactment, we will be releasing another battle video.
Blasted.
Today.
I got clapped. I got absolutely destroyed.
And it's all
And I was so
thanks
upset. I was
to Avernus.
Yeah, for some reason he's not 170 points. We talked a little bit about the point values, and I think there's a bit of a power creep that set in when people really started making more customs.
Anyway, we're going to go over a few customs now. Alright, discussing some customs now. This is Avernus on a poorly printed card. Printer was running out of
You
ink.
can still read it, though.
Yeah, he's my friend here is not a big fan of Avernus, to
I'm
say
not
the
a big
least.
fan of the point value. It seems a little too low, given what he's capable of. We're talking about, 7 life, 4 and 4, with 6 move. He's got the ability to inflict wounds pre-combat. It just seems like he's a little too good for that 135 value. I mean, we saw him 1v1 Braxis. Well, we saw it. Maybe you guys didn't really. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, that shouldn't have happened, but it did.
Yeah, I have to say the 7 life is the thing that really throws it over the edge for me for 135 points. I don't know how many more times we're going to end up using Avernus just because of the point value doesn't really match what you're getting. But, I mean, it's a cool figure. I'm so happy to have it. But, yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of come to an agreement on Avernus here. I still really like the C3V people that make all the customs. I think they do a great job, so this isn't really a knock on them. But this one...
There are some figures where you look at what they're capable of and what they can do, and you look at the point value, and it just doesn't quite seem right. Yeah, talking about point values and stuff kind of just reminds me of that time we created each other's armies.
Oh, that was a good one.
And we just straight up banned Kato Katsuro from that whole thing.
Just terrible.
Because of the point value. It just doesn't match what the figure can do.
Another custom that you guys did get to see in action, actually, last battle, was the Guerrilla Troopers and Zaos or Zeus. These are some sweet-looking miniatures. I feel that they're actually very balanced for the original meta game. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I like them a little bit better in terms of point value and what they're worth. That railgun on Zeus is particularly dangerous because you can just shoot something that doesn't have a lot of defense, and if there's something else standing next to it, or within how many spaces?
7.
Wait.
Oh, within how many spaces? It has to be adjacent.
Okay. But still, I mean, you put, 3 wounds on Subak Na?
Mm-hmm.
With that, without even giving me a chance to defend against it,
right?
Because you shot one of the Nagribs next to him.
I think it's a fair point value, though, just because the life is really low, and he doesn't actually have range unless he's using the railgun special attack. And then
Which
the
still
Guerrilla
has the same attack value, so it's not too...
Right. And then the Guerrilla Troopers bond with him, but they don't fully bond. It's only an attack bond, so that kind of makes it a little bit more fair, too, in that he can't move and attack.
It's kind of funny how they operate, right? Because the Guerrillas themselves, they get double attack, but they only get double attack if they don't move.
Mm-hmm. And their straight-up regular attack is pretty high at 5, but the range is only 1 on that, which is, you would think that it would be higher, but then they have to use their auto cannons to gain that range.
The autocannon has, the autocannons have, 3 attack?
Yeah, tough is really the thing that helps these guys stay in the game a lot longer, and what makes their point value so high for a squad of 2 figures.
Adding 1 automatic shield to everything is huge, because now, if I'm attacking it with a Naga with only 2 attack, I gotta roll both skulls,
You didn't
and
stand
you
a
need
chance.
to roll 0 shields just for me to kill it, and that's really difficult to do. It's a little easier with something like a stinger, especially with drain, but it's still, these things are very difficult to take down.
I'd like to point out that these are medium 5 figures, so they can actually get chomped. And they're not even unique squads, so you can run multiples of these. We're running out of time.
4-second outro time.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care.